Apple Intelligence has been out now for two software versions, with iOS 18.1 bringing the first initial features being rating tools, the redesigned Siri, as well as cleanup in your photos. Now, we got iOS 18.2, and we got Genmoji, Image Playground, Mail Categorization, Visual Lookup, and ChatGPT integration, but it's still very underwhelming. Now, personally, if I didn't have an iPhone, Mac, iPad that supported it, I probably wouldn't care as much as I thought I would. So, I want to start off by saying we are still getting features with iOS 18.3 and 4, although 18.3 is in beta right now, and apparently there are going to be no Apple Intelligence features like we initially thought. So, iOS 18.4 is supposed to bring that much smarter Siri, which is going to be contextually aware of your text messages, emails, notifications, and kind of take all of your data personally and be able to be like, what did my mom say yesterday about lunch, and all of this more contextual information instead of just being, I guess you could say, stupid like it is now and doesn't really know you that well. Apple is touting Apple Intelligence as AI for the rest of us, which it definitely could be. But between this staggered rollout and also just kind of these lackluster features that I feel like people don't really care about, it's going to become very interesting to see Apple Intelligence and how it lasts in the long run. I know personally, I am a huge fan of Genmoji, but there's still a lot missing. Let me use Image Playground to make a wallpaper right from my lock screen. I shouldn't have to open a separate app. Also, why do my Image Playground, when I create people, why does it look so bad? It almost looks like something that Apple shouldn't have shipped. Mainly because it can't get teeth right, it can't get this right, and it's just really a mess, right? Mail categorization, for example. Mail categorization is just like, I feel useless almost. Now, personally, I get a decent amount of emails, but mail categorization has just been, from my experience, so bad that I spend all my time in the all mail category just because I feel like mail is getting miscalculated and categorized incorrectly for me. Now, yes, I can go ahead and change it from primary to transactions to update or promotion, but why are you marking emails in my class as promotions and not updates? Why do I have to go in and manually categorize my emails when, frankly, I never cared if they were categorized in the beginning? Now, the new contextual Siri isn't here yet to make it aware of what's going on in your phone. As I mentioned before, this is something that I think we should have gotten with iOS 18.1. This should have been the big feature that when we got the brand new glow on the lock screen and your iPhone and everywhere else, that you should have gotten the new contextual Siri. It just would have made sense. You know, you got the new glow, you got the smarter Siri. Now, yes, we do have ChatGPT integration, although I managed to reach my limit after asking Siri 3 questions and the responses weren't even good. So then I just opened the ChatGPT app and I got normal ChatGPT answers. So I don't know if this is on Apple or ChatGPT is just kind of nerfing it or doing something weird, but it was not the best experience. Now, this brand new button you added to my iPhone 16 Pro to launch my camera and also to do visual lookup if you press and hold, I have maybe used about twice, and it was to look up something that I just didn't feel like typing in the question and was going to ask ChatGPT anyways. So I just press and held, hit ask, and it asked ChatGPT. Have not used it since then, and also I think this is why I reached my limit faster because it's sending an image to ChatGPT versus asking ChatGPT a question. Now, Siri even also got stupider, as I said before, because now when you ask Siri a basic question, it now just says, "Would you like to use ChatGPT?" It doesn't even want to do what seems like simple tasks, like what's the weather or send an email or stuff like that, that I used to do and I had no problems. Now, I'm not going to turn off Apple Intelligence, but Apple has a long way to go to make this something that people are truly going to want to use and also stick around on their iPhones. Because I know personally, I'm very underwhelmed. The writing tools, frankly, never use. That's just me personally. I always write my own emails and then, grammatically touch them up, proofread them. I've never found a need for the writing tools. Cleanup has been absolutely great, although sometimes it just ruins images as I tried to blur out a line and it just made my image like it was just the line went from a horizontal line to just kind of sloping down, and I was just like, what are you doing? And I can't fine tune it the way I want to. I want to go in and be like, circle, and then let me explain to you what I want done. Don't try to just like guess, because clearly it's not good at guessing either. Now, that redesigned Siri Glow and the all natural Siri, really like that. But something we didn't even talk about is the fact that the Apple Watch is completely left out of this whole Apple Intelligence situation, which is someone who has an Apple Watch. It's very interesting to see that the Apple Watch wasn't included, mainly because I feel like this is the perfect place you can include, that new Siri design, that contextually aware Siri, because I'm more inclined to ask questions to my watch and be like, oh, text this person, do this, do that. But now I have all new Siri versus old Siri. So it's still the globe on the watch, whereas the iPhone, you get that new fancy animation around the screen. So it doesn't make sense to me. And if you want me to keep using this feature, you're now segmenting it across devices. Now, personally, I have all but one device that supports it, so I really haven't run into an issue where I've been like, oh, I really want to use this feature. Maybe Genmoji, which I have been having so much fun creating, but there's still so much missing from Apple Intelligence, and I made a whole video about it back when Apple released Apple Intelligence. It's going to be linked up in one of the corners if you want to check it out. But let me know your thoughts about this because Apple Intelligence right now is in such a weird spot. And I think if Apple doesn't get their act together quickly on this, we are not going to see a lot of consumers using this. And while you're down there, if you want to hit like and subscribe, I'd appreciate that as well. And I want you to remember that today's a good day to make a great day, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.